All right, guys, today we're going to get into what's better, new construction or resale.
You better get fired up!
Guys, happy Monday. Hopefully you had a great weekend. We are here every single Monday at 11 o'clock to tell you what's hot in the market. And right now I'm seeing a lot of new construction contracts, which begs the question, what's better, new construction or resale? So we're going to talk about a few different things to give you maybe that nudge in one direction or another. And I'll tell you right off the bat, there is no right answer. It depends on your motivation, what it is you truly want, your financial situation, your timeline, a bunch of different things. And let's start it off with that, with timeline. With timeline, you've really got two different styles or types of new construction. You've got new construction that's already there, and you just got to go purchase it, right? A lot of times that's called a spec home. And then you've got custom builds, which you tell the builder what it is you want. They build that, and it takes, well, it depends on where you're at, but in this area, anywhere from maybe 10 to 12 months with certain asterisks attached to that, right? So if you're wanting to be in a home in 30 days, 60 days, somewhere in there, you're not going to be able to do a new construction custom home. You can do new construction that's already been built. It's on the market. You go there, you put in a contract, it closes in 30 days, 40 days, whatever it is. You can absolutely do that. With resales, right, which is just Joe, Bob, Tom, whoever selling their house, you can close in whatever negotiated timeline you agree upon. And most people are looking for a 30, 45, 60-day close. Yeah, I've seen them go into 90 days, 120 days, but most are going to be 30 to 60 days. So that's the biggest thing. If that timeline does not work for you, it doesn't eliminate new construction, but it eliminates custom build. So that's a big thing to take into consideration. Now let's talk about options. If you come and buy Joe Rosen's home, it's already built, it's a resale, you get my house. That's it. You don't get any changes, no differences, no nothing, unless we negotiate it usually after inspection. But most people, not always, you can negotiate anything you want. Most people are going to negotiate repairs that are needed. They're not going to negotiate, hey, I want you to completely do the flooring, or hey, I want you to tear down these 8-foot ceilings and put in 10-foot ceilings. That's just not something you usually negotiate. It's going to be way too expensive. So you'll see maybe $5, $10, maybe $15,000 repairs or replacements negotiated. Anything over that, people are usually going to say, no, I'll just go find another buyer, right? With new construction, depending upon the builder you're working with, you're going to have either endless options or some options, right? With some builders, you're able to pick from the, bronze, silver, or gold package, and each one is a little bit different at different price points. With some, you can literally pick everything. You can pick everything you want. You can come up with a custom floor plan if you want. You can hire an engineer or an architect to build you your blueprints, right? And you can build anything you want. I used to joke with people and say, you can build a house in the shape of a peacock if you want, because I wanted them to see it's literally sky the limit. Whatever it is you want to do, the sky is the limit for you. Just choose what you want to do and you can do it. So when it comes to your cabinets, when it comes to the style and type of countertops that you want, the flooring, how many windows do you want? How big are the windows? Do you want skylights? What kind of roof do you want? Do you want metal? Do you want tile? Do you want shingle? All of that stuff is completely up to you depending upon the builder you work with, right? Now let's talk about location. If you buy Joe Rosen's house, you're going to be on Joe Rosen's lot, and this is it. This is what you get, right? So I can't tell you how many times people have said, oh my God, if I could take this house and put it on this lot, that would be awesome. And that's the challenge with resales, right? But if you build new construction and you're with a certain type of builder, you can build on any lot that they have the legal ability to build on and you want to build on. So you have a little bit more say in your location. Even if you're looking at a specific development and that builder does not build outside of that development, you might have your choice of 3, 5, 10, 20 different lots, and you can get a corner lot or a lot that backs up to a preserve or a lot on the water, whatever. And usually there's lot premiums, meaning, hey, lots are X amount of dollars, but if you want to be on the water, add another 25 grand. If you want a corner lot, add another 7 grand. If you want, a preserve lot, add another 14 grand or whatever it is. And now you get to choose the location you want, which is absolutely awesome. Another thing, it's new. So you know that you're going to have a lot less problems, not zero problems, but a lot less problems than you would with a resale, right? With Joe's house, you've got all of Joe's issues that he's got in his house right now. And there's issues that I just don't know about because they haven't popped up yet. but maybe my AC is 3 months from going out, or maybe my roof is 2 months out from springing a leak, right? It's a used home. You're going to have a little bit more. I shouldn't say a little bit more. It depends on the house. You're going to have a little bit more to a lot of bit more issues than you are with a new construction home. Now, that said, I always recommend an inspection with new construction because I have seen a home. I always use this as an example where it was an 11-month inspection, right? 11 months after they had purchased the home. They said, hey, I'm going to get an inspection just because we got a 12-month warranty. Anything that pops up, we can go back and ask the builder to do. They went up in the attic. No insulation. They just forgot. They're humans. It happens. So even if you get new construction, absolutely get your inspection to ensure that you're getting what it is you want. But you've got more warranties, longer warranties. Everything's going to last a little bit longer because it's brand new, right? Now, I will say this. My home is, I want to say 19, 20 years old. Those ACs lasted a long time. My AC lasted 18 years. ACs now rarely last 18 years. So the stuff, right? The ACs, the water heaters, the appliances, all that stuff, it's not quite what it used to be. And honestly, the older you go, the better, in my opinion, most, not all, building equipment was. Building materials, I should say. So, there's pros and cons to both of that. But even if it's lesser quality, new is new and you're going to get a lot of time out of it, right? The last thing is price. Now, generally speaking, new construction tends to be a little bit higher. Custom almost always is higher. I've never seen it not be higher. But there are times when the market has gone up so much. 2021, there was a time when you could get a new construction home cheaper than you could get for that, very closely identical home that is a resale. It was crazy. So what you've got to look at is the thought process of the builder. When a builder's building a custom, they're going to say, hey, it costs me X amount of dollars to buy this lot, to, put up this concrete and put up the wood and the roof and the windows and the blah, 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 blah. And then I got to add in my profit, whatever their profit margin is. So here's what it is. Take it or leave it. If you don't, I'll go find somebody else. They have not committed to that deal, that transaction, so they lose nothing by saying no, right? So custom builders are a little bit tougher to negotiate price on. It's not possible. But the thought is also you're getting everything you want and you're getting a guy who's spending time focusing on the details you want. You're going to pay a little bit more for that. It just is what it is. Now, if you get a spec, which means they already built the home or the home is in process, but it's being built not with a specific buyer in mind, but just, hey, we're going to sell it to somebody. That home, they're committed to financially. They want to get it off the books as quickly as possible. So those prices tend to be more reasonable. Also for that reason, and this isn't 100% true, but more often than not, you're going to see that specs have a lot less amenities, right? They're trying to pull down the amenities in a lot of those circumstances, especially in this market, because they want the price point to be very attractive. So right now in Port St. Lucie, anything in like that $350 to $425 range is very attractive when it comes to new construction. But you can't build new construction, with minor exceptions. I'm talking single family homes, standalone lot in Port St. Lucie, for under $350. But you can get a resale home for under $350, right? And you can get a $400,000 resale with some really nice upgrades. It's a little more challenging with new construction because they're having to pay today's prices to build it. So it's a little bit different, right? So I would say this: don't ever think new construction's cheaper, new construction's more expensive. Unless it's custom, then it's going to be more expensive. Instead, think, I'm going to do the research, see what all of these things I've talked about, timeline, options, location, the fact that it's new, and pricing are. I'm going to take them all into consideration, and then I'm going to make my best decision. Guys, if you've got questions specifically about new construction or resale, and you want to talk about which one is better for you, reach out anytime. You can send me a comment or shoot me a DM, and I'm happy to do so. Guys, have a great day, and thanks for joining me as always.